Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another great edition of the WSE Lounge. Hope you're all staying safe and keeping your hands sanitized and clean, and looking out for one another's health by not getting out and staying in. For those with low immune systems, including myself, and the elderly, and also younger people. So they're saying that all kinds of ages are getting it. So I hope you're staying safe. Welcome Jake and Vinny, Jewel Eubank, Jerry Stubbs, Alan Moore. We got a whole list. Dawn Hogan, Donna Day. Okay, well, folks, without any further ado, I want to welcome back my good friend for the third time here on the WSE Lounge, with the most views ever on this show since it's been in existence since 2014. Please welcome back actress Kristen Alderson, known as Kiki Jerome on General Hospital, and most famously known as Starr Manning on One Life to Live. Kristen, welcome to the WSE Lounge.
Hi.
Hey. How are you doing during all this wackiness?
Live from my bedroom. I'm doing all right.
That's all we can be doing, I guess.
Right? I woke up super late today. Well, so I started college in January, and I only have school like on Mondays and Wednesdays anyway, but now it's only online, so it's much easier to just get up and go on my laptop, but because now my school's shut down. But now there's really like now I can just sleep in every day, and I'm a chronic sleep inner, so it's worked out, I guess, kind of in my favor, but also not, because if I can sleep in, I will sleep in.
Well, I don't think you got to worry about getting detention or getting suspended or nothing.
Right. Right.
Well, how is Brandon doing? How's he doing?
Oh, my boyfriend?
Yes.
He's doing all right. I mean, it's really tough because he works. Luckily, he works from home, but he has two roommates, and not that has anything to do with it, but it's just more people to be exposed, and so now they're saying for everyone to stay indoors completely. So now I don't think my brother's going to have his girlfriend come over anymore, and then I can't go over to his house because now they're just getting more and more strict.
Wow.
So I don't think, he lives downtown, so like I must park in the parking garage and then like go up to his place, and it's nerve-wracking. So, you know, with everyone out there being sick, like I already have a cough, but I've had this for a while. I have asthma. So I have trouble breathing on a good day. So it's just not smart for me to be in harm's way at all. My brother has a compromised immune system from, the stem cell transplant.
Yes.
A couple years ago. So it's just, we're trying to be as safe as humanly possible and really just bunker down in the house and not leave. And the only place that we will go is, we have a house in the Poconos, so we're like, we can go back and forth there, thank God, if we get, if the walls start closing in on us.
Well, I understand that, because, and it's kind of different, I guess, when you have a compromised immune system, like with me with my heart problems, and, you with asthma, and Eddie with the cancer treatments and stuff he went through, and you kind of, when you go out among people, you kind of get more freaked out, I guess, than the average people, because you're like, oh my goodness, if I get this, this is it, I'm done,
Right. So, and that's the thing. I mean, I definitely feel like I might be overreacting a little bit or being like too anxious, but I also live with my parents, and they're older, and I know that it affects, older people, so you have to like be, not that they're old, but anyone over 50, they're saying that they're in a danger zone, so I can't be
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Okay, fans, I do see you on there. Jay Cavini said hi, Kristen. You know Jay.
Hi.
Let's
Jay,
see.
I have your figurines that you brought me to the show in my room. I'm looking at them right now.
Oh, do you? Oh.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I was able to get those to Jay and get those to you. Because I knew you liked Disney and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Aww.
But I'm glad you like them and everything. And let's see. Jill Eubanks, she says, hello, Chris. And she told me the other day she's always wanted to talk to you.
Oh, hi.
And Donna Day says, hi, Kristen. And
Hello.
Jay said, how's my favorite Wonderette?
I'm doing well. I do miss the Wonderettes a lot. Jay, can you ask Jay how many times he's been to the show? I think he was definitely, he almost saw it as often as my mom.
Wow. Jay, if you heard
like
Kristen,
14 times or something.
Kristen wants to know how many times you actually been to the Wonderettes. She said she thinks it's 14 times or something. If you could answer in the comments, I'll relay that to Kristen. Donna Day said, been watching you since One Life to Live. Did you have a favorite storyline of Starr?
I did. There have been so many, but I definitely think that either Starr's pregnancy or the musical were my favorite. I think that, Starr and Cole were definitely one of my favorite I know that that's not a specific storyline, but I just loved their love story, and that was like a really crazy, difficult time for them. Starr and Cole with having the baby and everything, and I just felt like it was so well written, and we reached out to so many people and got the discussion of like safe sex out there, and the discussion of teen pregnancy, because that is something that happens and people don't really talk about it. And I went to Washington, D.C. and spoke on a panel about it, and I did a blog every week about that storyline. So it was I was really active with the community and with the fans and with teenagers and at that time. So I think that was just one of my favorite storylines. And then the musical for obvious reasons, because I love musicals, and it was so much fun to sing with my friends and sing in the recording studio and then learn the dances, and they were really awesome.
Speaking of the pregnancy storyline, I think it's so wonderful when you do a storyline and you can interact with your fan base, getting to reach out there about teen pregnancy, or the lesbian gay community, or the Alzheimer's, or any of that. I think it's wonderful how you can get out there and you can reach out to your fan base.
And it's crazy because I think nowadays with social media, you really realize how many lives you're touching, but back then, social media wasn't as big. So unless you were at a fan event, you really didn't see that often how many lives it affected. And with the blog that I did every week during the pregnancy storyline, people were writing on it and commenting and leaving their stories, and it was just so overwhelming in an awesome way that I really realized how many people were, being affected, which was cool.
That is unbelievable. That's just remarkable that so many people were affected by that. Let me get back to the questions on here. Let's see. Jill Eubanks said, I hope you stay safe, Kristen. Donna Day said, praying for everyone's safety. Okay, Jill Eubanks says, since Roger isn't online a lot, have you heard how he is doing?
I haven't. So Roger's very professional, and he really does. I mean, I know that he has some friendships outside of the show, but for me, I was always a little girl compared to him. So, so we have only always had a professional relationship. It was never a friendship outside of the show. He likes to keep work as work, and he was great to work with, but that's just how it always was. So, so no, I mean, I don't really keep up with him, and he doesn't have social media, but I think he's doing well. When I went to visit General Hospital, they said that he was working the other day and that he's been good. So that's good.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us about how things with Melange are going? Any news on that?
Melange, Tom Dangora, the unbelievable writer of the show, and my very good friend, is really working on it. I think it's really tough now because of the position that we're in. Kind of the business is on pause right now, but he's working on it. And there is something in the mix that we hopefully will hear from soon.
Mm-hmm.
That could be really exciting, but so it might be coming out sooner than everyone thinks.
Okay, well, we'll be sure and stay tuned.
We hope. Yeah.
Okay. We'll be sure and stay tuned for that. And can you tell us about your recent trip to California?
Sure. I went out to LA and I met with Frank, the executive producer of General Hospital, who's been in my life since I think he came to the show when I was 8. He may have been, I don't know if he was there when I first got there, but he, I've known him practically my whole entire life, and he's been my boss for a lot of it, and so we've always been so close, and we kind of lost contact after I left the show, and I just really wanted us to be able to talk and catch up, and so that's what I did. I went to the studio, I texted him, I said, hey, would you want to, meet up? It's been such a long time, and we had just the best talk, and it was awesome. It was funny, he had like a meeting right afterward, and he kept putting it on hold. He was like, don't wait, because we couldn't stop talking. It was really sweet. It's crazy how, people just really become your family over the years. You work with someone long enough, and they're your family, and even if you don't talk, for a little bit, it's so nice to reconnect, and that's what it was. It was really awesome, and it was great to hear how he's doing, and he's just such a powerhouse. He's so amazingly talented at his job, and it's such a tough job to do, and it was nice to check in just to, see how he's doing. So.
And I know that Brody is now on General Hospital, and
Mark Lawson. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Sam, he's passed through there, and Bree Williamson. So
I know that's what a lot of the things we were catching up about. Everyone that's been coming back, and that's he's so loyal to One Life to Live, and like I said, One Life to Live was really a family, and it's sometimes hard because I think some of the General Hospital fans don't want One Life to Live people on the show, which is really weird to me. Like, why would you prefer, new actors over familiar soap actors? But I guess that's just the way it is.
That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird to me too.
It's like if you didn't watch One Life to Live, then why do you even care? If it would be someone new anyway, why can't it be someone that was on a soap that you never watched? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just seems silly. But yeah, so I know that that's like hard to navigate because you don't want to upset the General Hospital fans, the loyal General Hospital fans that are very loyal to just the show and to line you have to walk. But what else was I going to say? Oh, I ran into Laura Wright in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
I ran into Chloe, who plays Nell, who I had never met. And she was so sweet. And it was just crazy because I feel like I know her just from Twitter. And, she's friends with Haley Aaron. And I'm friends with Haley. And so it was cool to finally meet her and tell her how talented she is. Because she's so, oh my gosh, she's so awesome. So that was really neat, and it was just crazy to walk around. I saw Angela, one of the hair women, and just to walk around and see my old dressing room, and then to see the, walk the hallway and everything. There weren't many people there because it was late in the day, so I didn't get to see a lot of people, but it was cool just to walk the grounds again.
So who's taking over your dressing room now?
Oh, I forget. I did walk by it. I forget who's in there. I forget. It definitely. I forget. No, I guess I don't remember.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, the other day on General Hospital, they did I thought it was pretty fun. They always do stuff back to Landview, and Lulu was on the phone and she dropped Clint Buchanan's name, and I thought that was very funny.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
They're definitely, my friend Tom watches General Hospital, and he says that they're one full of Easter eggs all the time, which, like I said, that just shows Frank's loyalty to Women's Live, and he just, it's family.
And Jay said that he stopped counting at 12.
Yeah, okay, so you feel like, 12, 14, it was, I'm so grateful. Jay was so awesome to come back that many times. It was really special to see him.
And let's see, I got a fan question. I believe this is from this is from Facebook. Nicole Beaver says, do you relax? How far in advance do the soaps tape?
When I was there, it was 3 weeks in advance. I don't know if that's the same. I'm sure it's the same.
Okay.
But I do know that they have a lot of dark weeks, more so than they did when I was there. So they might be a little more ahead. I'm not sure.
Okay, and let's see. Tell Frank Valentine. Okay, Carolyn. Okay, Stephen Edwards, thank you for watching. Carolyn Young Spotto says, tell Frank Valentini to write you a story on GH.
Well, here's the thing. So I started college in January, and I'm going to be in the semester until May. And when I went to see Frank, I just wanted to see him and for us to catch up and everything. If that were to happen down the line, that would be so cool. But he has so much going on. I think people don't realize, he is such a hard worker, and there are so many different people and storylines, and times are tough for actors, so I know that people are asking him for work often, and I just don't want to be one of those people that adds more stress to his life. If that's something that ends up being a good storyline down the line, or if he has something that would be amazing, and we would talk about it, and I would go in a heartbeat. But that's not something that I ever want to put pressure on someone for doing. If that works out well with the storyline, I think it's also really hard because Franco is Franco. He's not Todd.
Yeah.
So I think that would be tough for the writers as well. So it really it's just up to them. I always say that if things are meant to be, they'll happen. And if it's meant to be and the time is right and all the stars align, then, maybe it'll happen again.
Okay, and Stephanie...
No pressure, yeah.
Okay. Stephanie Ramasiri, I want to thank you for watching. Her daughter actually plays Ella on General Hospital. I interviewed her daughter last week. So she I mean, not Ella, I'm sorry, her daughter is Ella. Her daughter plays Emily Scout, Sam and Drew's daughter.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Risto Wilkerson, thank you for watching. Hey, Risto. Okay, Kristen, welcome back. Always great to see you on the show.
Thank you.
Let's see. You know what? I got a special fan question for you, Kristen.
All right.
And this is from somebody you know. Maurice Bernard has submitted a fan question. Yeah, Maurice Bernard has submitted a fan question to you. He wanted me to ask you, do you miss him?
Of course I do. I actually surprised Maurice at a fan event a couple years ago in New Jersey. I heard that he was going to be there, and I drove out there, just surprised him in the middle of it. And I think, and I got to see his wife and his kids, and it was so awesome. And they're just like, they're just such a great family. And Maurice always cracks me up, and I totally miss him. He's so great. I mean, my first couple weeks of the show, obviously it's really daunting to go to General Hospital and for it to be new. I mean, I always thought that General Hospital was so awesome, and Maurice is a soap legend, and he was one of the people that I was most excited to meet. Yeah, I mean, and it was weird because I'd never met him before coming to the show.
Oh, wow.
I'd met a ton of other people from General Hospital, but never him. And I mean, from the second I started, he just welcomed me with open arms. He would talk through scenes with me. He would help me with that. Me, him, Chad, and Jim Warren went out to lunch one of my first days, one of the first weeks that I was there. And we just laughed and had so much fun. And it was just, he made the experience so wonderful and welcoming. And then to be able to work with him and to hold a gun to Sonny and say, I mean, it's crazy just thinking that that's been my life, that I had the opportunity to do that. I feel so blessed, and to work with such an amazing talent like he is, I'll never forget it. It was very special, and everyone go buy his book.
Yes, nothing general about it. I've already pre-ordered. Comes out April 7th. You can get it on Amazon. Talks about bipolar, depression, and so much more. Be sure and pre-order that book. And speaking of,
I mean, I was so lucky that he told me when we would do teamwork on things. He told me a couple of his stories that he's been through, and he has had his life is a story, let me tell you. So I know that the book is going to be unreal, and I'm sure you guys are going to be so shocked at the different things that he's been through and the strength that he's had through all of it. And he's an amazing guy. He
sure is. Very, very good person. Very great friend. And also, I don't know if you get a chance to watch or not, Kristen, but I try to tune in every weekend to State of Mind on the Instagram stories. And that he does. Have you ever seen them?
On Instagram? I see his Instagrams all the time, but I didn't know he had a regular Instagram show.
Yeah, he does. On his Instagram stories on Sundays, he does a show called State of Mind. And
oh, cool.
Yeah, he talks. He'll talk out of his car wherever he's at, and he talks to people about bipolar, depression, suicide, and all that. And it's really encouraging and inspiring. So, try and check that out if you can.
That's awesome. Awesome.
And speaking of suicide, folks, I'm about to get on a very touchy subject, but Kristen might know where I'm going with this, but I want to ask Kristen, do you have any fond memories of Roscoe Barn, who played Mitch Lawrence on One Life to Live is, you know, we know, found out he suffered from bipolar and, you know, committed suicide.
I did not know that that's how he died. I didn't know how he died.
Yes, it came out. It came out a couple days after he passed. The family released that he suffered from bipolar for years, and he ended up taking his life.
I didn't know that that's how he passed.
Yes, it was just devastating news. I mean, you know, when I watched him on One Life to Live, you know, he brought out the evil villain of Mitch Lawrence, and you know, he was also on I believe it was Sunset Beach before One Life to Live, and he was on some other soap operas, Days of Her Life and Young and the Restless.
Let me tell you, he was. I mean, he may have been so insanely evil on screen, but when I met him, I was so little when he came on the show, and I mean, I knew him for years and years and years, but from the time he met me, he just was the sweetest, kindest person. He was always treated. My mom was so much love. My brother was so much love. Me was so much love. Like, just someone that we were, you know, you would see, you go, hi, you know, you were just so happy to see. Like, he was just sweet. And I know that he suffered with different things, but that's not something that I ever saw that side to him. Because he just always treated us with such, like, love and compassion. So the news was so upsetting, and I mean, obviously, like, we've all been out of contact for a while, but you know, because everyone's lives go in different directions. But he went to Yankees games with my brother and Bob Woods and Alan Needleman, you know, like, guys from the crew, and he was so special and so talented and just, like, the best villain there ever was. So it's just. Yeah, terrible. Oh, I didn't know that that's what it was from.
Yeah, when I read that, I was stunned. I was like, man, you know. But.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I guess just it teaches us that you never know what people are going through, and as often as you can just, like, reach out and just, you know, check in with people. I mean, it's scary. That's sad.
That's true. I talked to David Gregory a few weeks ago, and
who's also, like, the nicest human in the world.
Yes, he is. I messaged him, and I said, David, I said, how are you doing? Wanted to check on you. How's your dad doing? And he said his dad wasn't doing good with Alzheimer's and stuff, and that's just the day by day thing, and you know, he's just gotten worse, and he was actually, at the time, he was rehearsing for a play he was doing on Broadway. But he was doing good and in good spirits, but he said his dad hadn't been doing good because, you know, his dad's had Alzheimer's, but it's just,
it's crazy. You never know what people are going through. So
no, you don't. You really don't. Okay, Jill Eubanks said, did you ask, okay, well, I didn't ask, but since you're asking, I'll ask her. Jill Eubanks says, will you be coming back to GH or Starr?
I think that if I were to come back to GH, it would be a Starr, but I don't know whether that would be possible because, like I said, like, Franco is. Franco, he's not Todd. So I think that the writers would have to, that would be, like, a lot to figure out.
Well,
but if they did, I would. I think that that's, like, I don't know. I would prefer to be Starr if I were to be anyone. Well, it would be cool just to be back.
All you got to do though is just come through the door and say, "Hey, look, got your twin over here, Todd Mann. Look."
You look just like my dad.
Oh man. my mom says, do you miss being on a soap opera?
I do. I miss. I was just saying to my mom the other day. I hear so many people that when they go on vacation and they come home, they're like crying because they don't want to come home and go back to work. But I remember going on vacation and I couldn't wait to come home and go to work. Like, I love my job. I never complained about it. Like, I just loved it because it was always something new. I got to do what I love to do. Like, it was awesome. Like, it really is such a gift of a job because it doesn't feel like a job. So, yeah, I definitely miss it, but I don't regret leaving. Because I did need to live life outside of it. Being there for 18 years, that's all I knew. And I think I've learned so much about life and about how lucky I truly was. And I was always so grateful. But it's been so wonderful to take a step back and really see how lucky I was.
Okay, and I want to give a cheap plug real quick. Everyone, be sure and follow at Puka and Mickey on Instagram. They're Kristen's Shih Tzus, and they are very smart.
Thanks for the advertising.
Oh, you're very welcome. Very welcome. That is at Puka.
P-O-O-K-A.
That P-O-O-A-K.
No, K-A.
Oh, P-O-O-K-A-A-N-D-M-I-C-K-E-Y. That's on Instagram. So be sure and follow them, and you'll get all kind of little deep dog videos and all kind of stuff, okay? Okay.
M-I-C-K-E-Y.
Yeah, M-O-U-S-E, Mickey Mouse.
M-O-U-S-E. I was going to say, I just want to say, when it comes to people going through things, I don't know if everyone knows this about you, but everyone should know Brian is one of the strongest people that I know, and you've been through so much that a person ever should go through, and you still keep a smile on your face, you still keep people smiling, you still just want people to enjoy and to have content that makes them smile, and you always have a smile on your face regardless of what you're going through, and just such a positive outlook on everything. And even when you're going through so much, you still reached out to me all the time to make sure that I was okay. And you've just been a really great friend. So I think people need to know that about you, that you're just really awesome. So I just wanted to advertise you for a minute.
Well, thank you, Kristen, from the bottom of my heart. That means the world to me. I'm truly blessed beyond measure. I mean, I've had 12 heart surgeries, and I've been through a lot of tragedy in my life. So I've been through a lot, and I'm here by the grace of God, and I thank Him for sparing my life, and I thank Him for you as a great friend too, Kristen. I've never spoken to Eddie by phone or anything. I've interacted with him through Twitter and Instagram, and Eddie really inspires me too. I know Eddie has been through a lot as well with his cancer and overcoming that, and the no surrender logo. The no surrender phrase, logo, however you want to put it. I know that he had that tattooed on his arm by the one and only Bruce Springsteen. He lives by that daily motto. And, when I went in for my heart surgery, that was something that I kept in my mind, no surrender. And, Eddie's truly an inspiration as well, and you are too.
That's amazing. That means so much. I know you're a very strong
Yeah.
Like, okay, how you feel today? Oh, I'm feeling better. Okay, good. Like, but it was nice to be able to be honest with, to be able to truly be honest with someone about what you're going through, because that's tough.
Yeah, during that time, that, I was going through that with my dad. I mean, I could talk to other people and stuff, but they, and I say this in a sense of not trying, not sounding rude or anything, but I could talk to other people and they generally cared, but it wasn't on the same level of talking to you because you were in the same boat with Eddie, and I could relate things to you that I couldn't relate to other people, and
Right.
you really helped me. You really helped me through those days, and I know I helped you through the days Eddie when he was sick, and and when he got better, I praised God. I was so thankful, that he was doing better, and I see him on Instagram now. Well, back before all this chaos started, I seen him, traveling the world and going all over the place. I'm like, man, get out there, keep going. You're doing awesome.
I know. It's yeah. It's been amazing. We've been so blessed and lucky with Eddie's recovery, and he's not taking it for granted. Like, and his girlfriend Sylvia won't let him. She loves traveling, so she's like, we're going here, we're going there, we're going. they're itching in their boots right now because of this whole thing. They want to go places, but.
Well, I'm glad they can still communicate though, virtually. So.
I know that's what I keep saying. I mean, I'm grateful that we are in a time where people, there's FaceTime, there's Twitter, there's Instagram, there are all these things that people can still connect. So you're not completely losing connection to people.
I got another fan question for you, Kristen. From this comes from Instagram. Okay, well how many did he have? He's got 2. His name is at Brian MC Andrew, and this is on Instagram. Everybody, you can go follow him if you want to.
I know Brian.
It says,
Brian's been a lot of fan of him.
"Are you doing anything on TV lately?"
No.
Okay.
Like I said, that's the short answer.
Okay.
I filmed Melange last year, the pilot of Melange, and hopefully that'll be getting out soon.
And his second question, is there any type of genre you wouldn't do?
Yes. Growing up, my mom wouldn't let me audition for specific horror movies. So, if it was anything to do with like demonic things or being possessed or ghosts, or because the movie Poltergeist, that like filmed and everyone was pretty much like cursed after they filmed that movie.
Oh goodness.
Which is really scary. And if you believe in that stuff, which like I believe in it. So and then there were a couple movies that I read scripts for years ago, and they had really, really like violent, gruesome deaths. And I was like, I don't need people to see like my flesh rotting or something crazy like that. Like that's just that to me like isn't entertainment to see that. So I wouldn't, if I wouldn't want to watch the movie, I don't want to be in the movie.
Let's see. Okay, let's go back to the fans on here. I got so many questions left and right, so okay. Donna Day says, "I'm not one of those I love one life to live actors on GH And she said, awesome, I love Chloe.
Awesome, I love what?
Chloe. Chloe Lanier.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay, Risto Wilkerson says, I have a question for Kristen. Do you know if the movement to bring One Life to Live back is still going on, or has it been shelved indefinitely?
I know as much as everyone else knows, which is not much. I don't know anything else. I have never been approached or talked to or anything like that, so I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, that would be dream come true.
Yeah, that would be so cool. That would be so cool.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Do you have any I don't know if you do or not, do you have any updates on when the movie you did as a bride will be coming out or anything?
I'm not sure that it will ever come out. I think that when we filmed it, it was up in the air whether it was going to be put out there or if it was just going to be used to get backing for a bigger budget. So as of right now, I don't believe that it will be released, unfortunately. But it was so much fun to film. We had a blast to film. We had a blast filming it, and it doesn't have a release date at any point. So.
Okay, now here's a question I thought of, and I don't know if you've ever been asked this one or not, but when you were on One Life to Live, the movie Freaky Friday with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis, would you have liked to have switched places with Cassie and you be Blair and her be Starr?
Oh my God. You know, it's funny because I feel like if One Life to Live was still going on, that's so something. Well, One Life to Live did do that. Remember they had like the freaky episode and then I was Linda Dano when I was really, really little? I don't know if you...
I don't know if I remember that.
So I think it was called Freaky Friday or something like that, or Switching Places, or but it was an episode where the whole cast switched with someone in the cast, and it was a dream that Ray Cummings was having, who was played by Linda Dano, and she went around, and I think her name was Ray Cummings on the show. And she went around and everyone was someone different. Like Todd was Vicky and Vicky was Todd.
Oh my goodness. I might have to see if I can find that on YouTube.
Yeah, it is hilarious. It was so fun. And then at the end, I'm her. I'm like in a little suit and with a wig and I'm like 7 years old or something like that. But no, they did do that. And we laughed so hard. I mean, I just remember like the studio had the absolute best time doing that. And then that year, we always had a Christmas reel for One Life to Live. So the Christmas reel was kind of like bloopers throughout the year, and like the editors at One Life to Live would put it together, and it would be bloopers and it would be all the stuff. And then they ended up making their own sketch with the crew switching places, and it was so hilarious. Like Frank was Kamar de los Reyes, and Kamar was Frank, our executive producer, and Roger Howarth was David Coleman, our main security guard, and then David Coleman was Roger. It was so epic. I don't know if I have that tape. I don't know if we have that Christmas reel, but oh my God, was that funny. Yeah, it was great.
I tell you what, I miss those Vega brothers, Christian and Antonio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were neat. I tell you.
Yeah, I got to see David Romero 2 years ago when we had like a little One Life to Live reunion, and he brought his son Enzo, and oh my gosh, David Romero is seriously one of the nicest humans on earth. He's so sweet, and so is Kamar. But Kamar. Wait, no, Kamar was there too. We saw Kamar. Oh my gosh, my memory. No, Kamar was there too, and he was so amazing. It was so great to see everyone.
Wow, that's really neat when you get to have a reunion and see people you hadn't seen in a long time.
Well, they're all out in LA. So we had like a LA split reunion, but it was so last minute, but it was really cool. A lot of people showed up more than we thought. It was awesome.
Let's see. Okay, now some people are gonna know about this, some people are not, but have you all ate the Oreos?
Have I what? Have I bought more Oreos?
Have you all ate the Oreos? You ate all the Oreos?
Oh, I ate all of them. Yeah. So when was it? It was like 2 weeks ago, right? Like before it got serious. Like it was when everyone was like first shopping because we knew we were going to be stuck in. And my mom had to pick up a prescription at CVS, and I was like, I don't want to go to CVS. I was like scared. But then I ended up going in because we had to get like essentials and stuff. And while I was in there, there were Oreos, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get one packet of regular and one packet of double stuff. And now they're gone, and it's very, very sad. But then at the same time, I'm like, do I go and get more, or is that just like feeding into my very bad habit of eating Oreos every night? So yeah, we'll see. Haven't decided on whether to restock on that or not.
I gotta tell.
It does help to have a little sweetness at night,
Yeah, I gotta tell you though, those double stuffed Oreos, those things are tempting. I tell you.
With milk, like dipped in milk. Oh my gosh.
Well, you know the funny thing about me, I don't like any kind of milk unless it's strawberry milk.
What?
Yeah, I know. I've always been like that. I don't drink milk unless it's like strawberry milk. Like if it's regular milk, I don't drink it like it. Now if it's ice cream or something, I'll drink. I'll eat that or milkshake. But when it comes
you don't have cereal?
Well, believe it or not, when I eat cereal, I just eat cereal plain. I don't eat it with no milk or nothing.
Just dry?
Just dry.
That's so funny. Brittany Underwood does that.
Oh, does she?
Brittany Underwood has practice. If she ever has milk, she has a dollop of milk. No milk practically. She'd rather eat it dry.
Wow.
See that? You and Brittany Underwood.
Well, I guess me and Brittany got something in common there.
See?
Let's see. Okay, let me see where I left off here. Okay, Jay said, thanks so much, Kristen. Jewel says, what is your first memory of Roger? Sorry, I'm Roger obsessed, LOL.
My first memory of Roger is the first day. My first day was, I was on set. I was on set. It was in a preschool. It was like Starr goes to preschool for the first day or something. And, I just remember him being like super, super tall. And, because I was very, very tiny and 6 years old at the time. And yeah, he was just always like really professional. He was very serious about his work, and he never treated me like a child. He always treated me like an adult. Okay, you have your lines ready. You're going to do that. He always treated me like an adult.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, Rooster Wilson said, yes, he is. Brian is a king, and my man, I'm not no king, but anyway, appreciate him so much. Okay, Donna Day said, I agree. Rooster Wilson said, I remember that. Jill Eubank says, yes, I remember that. It was Switching Places.
Okay, that's what it was called,
And Jay says, Trading Places. It's on YouTube. I'll be sure and check that out, Jay. And Jill says, I will send you the link, Brian. It's on YouTube. Okay, great. Thank you so much for that. Do you ever plan on releasing, because you're very talented on singing, do you ever plan on releasing a music album when with you singing?
I've talked about it so many times. It costs a lot of money to do that. To be honest, so I don't know. Yeah, it costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of time in getting things together and figuring out songs, and like some songs you can't do because it's illegal, and then you have to try to buy the rights, and so it's like a lot of work. And I've always wanted to do it, but for some reason, like I just haven't really full on pursued it. And maybe one day down the line, but I just feel like there wouldn't be enough people to buy it. That's like, I know that there's so many like amazing fans, but I don't know if it would be enough to pay for it, kind of. You know what I mean? Like I think it would end up being like a huge loss expenses wise. And if I do it, I think it would be if I was working consistently, and then I had the money to kind of pay for it. Because, yeah, right now, I don't know if it would be the smartest financial move for me.
Okay, would you like to sing a song while you're on the air?
I don't think you want me to sing a song.
Do you know the One Life Lives on by heart? You know the one you sang? On the last episode?
Yeah. That was, wait, how did it go?
It went, we've only got one life to live.
Oh, 'cause you only have one voice, just one chance here to hold on to reach for me, believe 'cause you only have one life to live.
See, there you go, folks. That was a preview. Now,
there you go.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
A wake up voice, amazingly.
Let's see here. What did I say? Okay, Jill Eubank says, have you talked to Cassie?
I texted her on her birthday, and she was like, she's like, I can't wait for this to be over because I miss you guys and I want to see you. So I haven't seen her in a while, but I know as soon as this is over, we're going to schedule something. Because now she's back in New York. It was really hard because she was out in LA filming. But now she's back, so we're going to definitely try to schedule something when this craziness is over.
So is she still on days as Eve Donovan or no?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't know if that's something I'm supposed to know or not know. I don't know.
Well, just forget I ever said that. Y'all didn't hear me, did you? Okay.
I just know she's in New York. That's all I know. I'm not saying that she's not on it or if she is on it. I don't know.
Okay, here's another cheap pop. Everyone be sure and go and like Kristen Alderson fans on Facebook that is ran by Dottie Huckle.
Yes, Dottie is awesome. She basically posts all of the things that I post on Twitter because I'm bad at posting things on Facebook. Sometimes I get on. She made me an admin on the page so I can post some things on there. If you see like a video, usually that's me posting it.
Okay.
Unless it's a fan video, then she's the one that's posting it. But if it's something that was on my Instagram, that was a video, then I'll usually post it on there for her. But yeah, she just started posting all of my posts on there, and she just does it, for fun, for work, she's awesome. I mean, she never was like, I'm very lucky that she does that.
Okay, and Jay asked a question, and it kind of ties into one of the questions I had, so I'm just going to add to Jay's question. Jay says, after the coronavirus situation is over, would you consider some sort of fan luncheon or get together in New York City? And I want to add to that by saying, will you be doing any more Broadway plays?
I would totally consider doing a luncheon or something. I really should. That would be fun. Yeah, I would consider that. And then with Broadway shows, like I said, like everything's on pause right now. So auditions aren't even happening, and auditions are really hard to get in the first place. So nothing on the Broadway horizon as of right now. So I'm just staying in school, working on my journalism degree, and hoping that that'll open up some doors down the line.
Okay, that sounds good. Once all this chaos is over with, any news on when the glorious resurrection of Claire Owens will be released?
Oh no, that's what I said before. I don't think it will be released.
Oh, so that's the same movie as the one with the bride?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Okay.
That's okay. No, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same thing. I think that it was in order to see if they could get backing to make it a feature length movie, and I don't know if that version will ever be released. So.
Okay, and Risto Wilkerson, he says you need to join him for Hump Day virtual karaoke. He's going to be doing tomorrow on Instagram Live.
Oh, really? Fun.
Yeah, from let's see what it's. He sent me a message. I said it'll be at Deacon Kane Instagram channel tomorrow from 8 p.m. until late. Deacon Kane is his karaoke host name.
I do virtual karaoke.
Yeah, so that would be a very.
Everyone tune in. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, everybody tune into that. Check it out. Let's see here. Okay, my next question: is there a chance that you would go to Y&R, B&B, or Days of Our Life?
I mean, I guess there's always a chance.
Yeah.
The only thing is that, I mean, I've always been a huge Young and the Restless fan. My mom's a really big Young and the Restless fan. She was a big Young and the Restless fan growing up. So I always just thought it was awesome, and it is a great show. So, I would never turn down the opportunity if it came up. But they don't have as many weeks off as General Hospital does throughout the year.
Oh, okay.
And so I think that General Hospital, having all those weeks off would be ideal for me, because that would mean that I can come home and be on the East Coast, like kind of split my time, where Young and the Restless, I would have to live out there. Same with Bold and the Beautiful and Days of Our Lives. They don't have as much time off.
Okay. Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from on that. I mean, you want to try to get as much time off as you can, with your family.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, it's nice to have a job and stuff like that, but I do value, like, where I live and being around my family and everything like that. So there's just a lot more of my life on this coast.
And Jewel Eubanks said, Kristen, you still sing amazing.
Thank you.
And I wanted to mention something to you, Chris, because I didn't know if you knew this or not. I know back in the day you used to like Triple H, the wrestles. Well, I wanted to bring this to your attention. I know you've probably watched 90210.
one?
Yes, the one with Luke Perry.
I did when I was little. My mom watched it when I was little.
Okay, well, Luke Perry, you know, that unfortunately passed away.
Yes.
He has a son that is actually now a professional wrestler.
Really?
Yes, and he works for AEW Dynamite that comes on TNT every Wednesday night, and he goes by the name Jungle Jack Perry, Jungle Boy.
Oh.
Yeah, and he looks.
You think I'd be a fan?
Oh yeah, I think he would. He looks just like his dad in the face. I mean, just like him.
Wow.
So I thought I would just throw that in there real quick, and I want to know. Okay, somebody's already asked that about Starr returning to General Hospital. Okay, one thing I want to know, because I think Maggie McDowell, that used to be with you on Marvelous Wonder Reds.
Yes.
Her little boy is just a darling. He's just the cutest thing. I see him on Instagram. Have you ever met Thomas?
I have met Thomas. Thomas came to the show on 2 different occasions. After the show, all the Wonder Reds got to meet him. We took like a group photo with him. And then another day we all went out to dinner after the show. And he's just the cutest. And I mean, obviously you see, he's so stinking cute.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a little bit of their cooking they've been doing on Instagram Live. Their cooking shows.
Yeah. They're so cute.
And this is the last question from a fan, and I'm going to do my closing question. Jill Eubank says, who from One Life to Live do you still talk to on a regular basis?
Brittany Underwood and I talk almost every day. She's still my best friend. And, I mean, I keep in touch with everyone. Like, it's kind of like if you're friends from high school or college or whatever. Like, you know, like we all keep in touch. Oh, and Robin Strasser I talk to almost every day as well. So Robin and Brittany I talk to the most from day to day. And then, you know, like Cassie and Jason Tam, David Gregory, you know, like I get to see them when I can see them. Yeah.
What about, I'm sorry, I cannot remember his name. He played David's brother on One Life to Live.
Lenny?
Is that him? What was his name? Was it Eddie?
Lenny Platt. He played, oh my gosh, why am I blanking on
what is
his
his name? Because I've seen you and him and Brittany in pictures, and I know.
Yes.
I think it was
Nate,
a couple years ago.
Nate. What's his name on the show? Nate.
Yeah, Nate. Yeah. You still talk to him? How's he doing?
I mean, like, it's so hard. You know, everyone's so busy and stuff. I haven't, unfortunately, seen him in a couple years, but whenever we do see each other, it's like no time has passed. Him and his wife are so awesome, and they're really fun people. They're like New York socialites. They're constantly doing fun and awesome things. And yeah, so I really do need to see them soon because it's been a long time.
I know who it is, Kristen. Nick Roebuck. That's who it is.
Oh, Nick.
Yeah, Nick. That's who it was I was trying to think of.
I talk to Nick almost every day, yeah.
Okay. That's who I was trying to think of. He
would kill me if I didn't mention him. He's gonna be like, "What? You forgot about me?" I'm gonna get in trouble for that one.
Well, Kristen, I want to thank you so much for being back on the WSE Lounge again, and please stay safe during all this chaos in the world, and you know, try to.
Brian, thanks for spreading joy to everyone. And,
oh, you're very welcome.
Thank you, and thank you to everyone who wrote in questions and to listen today. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys are all, you know, taking care of yourselves mentally and physically, and
Okay, well, thank you so much for being on, Kristen. Hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
bye-bye. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Kristen Alderson, formerly Starr Manning on One Life to Live, Kiki Jerome on General Hospital. And everybody stay safe out there. Try to keep your anxiety low. I know everybody is under anxiety right now. But I hope this show has helped you take your mind off everything. And I will keep you posted when I got some more shows. I'm thinking about actually for next week's show doing something a little bit different. I'm thinking about doing an Instagram live with the WSE Lounge for next week's show. So I'm thinking about that. I'll let you know. I don't have a guest yet. I'll let you know. I know a lot of you don't have Instagram Live. There's no worries though. I will some way get the show. If the show is on Instagram Live next week, I'll get the show recorded and put it on here so you can see it. But as of right now, I don't have a guest. That's just something I'm thinking of. Anyway, hope you all have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this awesome interview with Kristen Alderson. And if you want to follow on Instagram, Twitter, you can do so at KRIS Alderson, ALDERSON. Okay. Well, thank you all, and Hudson West, let him close us out as always.